football players from the Williamston High School football team. I am a Christian, a person of goodwill, a husband, a father, 2 sons, a coach, and a friend. To Governor Whitmer and the Michigan COVID-19 powers that be, I offer you my perspective on why we should let them play. I come from a single-parent home with no father. As a mixed-race kid, it was very tough. Sports was everything to me. My coaches were my father figures. They looked after me. Sports was also a safe zone from the beatings I endured from a horrific stepfather and other men who didn't care about me. Sports and football was my positive light. As a journalist, I covered sports in the media for 25 years, so I learned how important sports is to a lot of people, from the players, to the parents and other relatives, to the communities. Football and other sports are community spirit in tough times like we have right now.
That's right.
As the father of 2 sons, one a scholarship basketball player in college and the other a high school senior with offers from colleges to play football, sports equals money to pay for college. A lot of money. And this is going to equal a lot less debt for a lot of kids after college. As a freshman basketball coach for several years, for the boys that I coach, they dream of the opportunity to play varsity sports, to play varsity football, and to be on the team. Eliminating or postponing football and other sports is extremely troubling for low-income kids. For many, sports is the only thing that keeps them attending school and encourages them to keep up with their schoolwork. School is where many get healthy meals and where they have a safe zone with their teammates. In America, there should always be choice. Athletes and their parents should be given the opportunity to either opt out or to play football. We are told to follow the science. The Center of Disease Control Science differs from Governor Whitmer's science because she continues to keep most of the state in a lockdown zone. In these crazy political times, politics is at the forefront. It's time to stop punishing each other. It's time to stop punishing the opposing party. It's time to stop punishing Michigan. And most importantly, it's time to stop punishing our kids. Governor Whitmer, you can be a hero. Let's find compromise. Governor, tell us what you want and what you need from our kids, from our coaches, and from the Michigan High School Athletic Association. Governor Whitmer, please stop making this political and let them play.
First off, I'd like to thank everyone who made the possible today and allowed me to be able to speak about it. Today, on Friday, August 28th, my teammates and I were supposed to have our first game. But that was taken away from us for reasons that we do not understand. My teammates and I have worked so hard this offseason. Early morning workouts, the late night film sessions, and the long 2-a-day practices. Many people will say that they're all for nothing because the season is canceled. But I strongly disagree. It's more than just a game and it's more than just a practice to get better. It's about the memories. This summer I found out who my true friends were, and together we all learned how to work hard and work as a team. Some people see film study as preparation for the game, but I see it as more than that. I see that as time you spend with your friends who given up blood, sweat, and tears with you on the field on Friday nights. There really is no feeling like Friday nights. It's the greatest thing for any high school kid. Running out of the tunnel with the American flag in your hand, with the fans going crazy, that's the best. Lining up on the sidelines, listening to that national anthem play, emotions going crazy, going through the plays throughout the game, for the game. Breaking into that open field, hearing the crowd roar as you cross the end zone. Those are the moments we live for. But without the governor, MHSAA, and Mark Ewell's permission, we can't live out those dreams we had as a water boy out on the sidelines at the varsity games as kids. Let us play. Thank you.
Hi, I'm so grateful to be here today to tell my family story. My name is Crystal Vaughn, and I am a stay-at-home mother of 4 school-aged children. During the spring, I'm also a varsity assistant girls track coach and the varsity middle school global coach at Whitehall School District. This past spring, 4 days into track season, everything was shut down. No more practices, no more meets, and no more seeing the smiling faces of my athletes. When this happened, my heart broke for all of them, especially the seniors who worked hard for the past 4 years. I want to backtrack for just a moment and tell you a little story about my son Andrew, who's here with me today. A year ago around this time, Andrew was traveling with his teammates to Jackson, Michigan for his first varsity game of the season. My entire family traveled from all over the state to watch my son play. Even my grandfather showed up. He's in his late 80s and can barely walk. He made it up to the stands to watch his great-grandson play the game that he has loved his entire life. Flash forward to Friday, September 13th, Game 3 of Whitehall against Oak Ridge. It's the 4th quarter. Last 2 minutes of the game, my son dove for the first down, and as he was being tackled, his leg was broke. As he was being helped over to the sidelines, I sat in the stands shocked. Everyone went quiet. I could feel people turning and looking at me, and all I could think about in that moment was my son. I knew the one thing he loved and worked so hard for had been taken away from him.
You're all right. You're all right. We got you.
He went through a major surgery to reconstruct his leg and ankle, and along with hours upon hours of water and physical therapy. During the winter, he had to sit out most of his varsity basketball season on crutches. He was just getting ready to make a comeback to track, and that's when everything came to a screeching halt. Instead of sitting around during shutdown, Andrew took it upon himself to get ready for the football season. He wanted to come back bigger, better, and stronger than before. He completed P90X, lifted weights at home, and threw in the backyard. Along with my son Andrew, I have a daughter named Sophia who will be in 7th grade this year. She has participated in travel soccer and basketball her whole life. She was also looking forward to being on the middle school basketball team later on this fall. But that too has been postponed. My son Hunter, as well, is going to be a freshman this year, and he loves band. He is devastated that he will not be playing in the stands or marching on the field this fall for football or at the homecoming games. And I realize my grandfather and the rest of my family will be missing out on all these precious moments too. Football, band, and sports are a huge part of our family. They are a big part of what motivates my children. It gives them structure and focus that they need to achieve their dreams. We understand the risks that this virus has, and my family knows firsthand the risks of football and of all sports. We understand what it feels like to have a setback. We understand the feelings of dreams being crushed and the feelings of them slowly slipping away. We understand the impact these decisions are not doing just to our children, but to all families in our entire community. And we know now more than ever that someone needs to stand up, to believe in us. We understand we do our parts as coaches, parents, and athletes, and to make sure that everyone is safe. And we can do this. Give us the chance so that our kids can feel whole again. We have a little saying here in Whitehall, and it's called #AllIn. And I think that's perfect for what's going on today. We need to be all in for Michiganders. We need to stand united.